Hey, Austin Ollie here. The first word English speakers used to describe this instrument right here back in the 1300s was trump, derived from the French trompe, making the trumpet the only instrument to share its English name with an American president. And speaking of history, the trumpet didn't get a set of these suckers right here until 1838 when valves were invented to make the trumpet play lower. So the trumpet makes its pitch by vibrating an air column inside the instrument, kind of like a vibrating string on top of a guitar or inside of a piano. And one way you can make that pitch lower on a string is to lengthen the string. And longer strings means more time for the string to vibrate. Less frequent vibrations means lower frequency sound. When I play the trumpet with no valves, the air goes straight through from mouthpiece to bell. And the only notes that are available to me are the ones that naturally resonate with the instrument. But when I press a valve, the air is diverted through an extra pipe. Kind of like if you were to exit the highway early and have to get back on. That little maneuver is going to cost you a little bit of time. The standard trumpet has 3 valves, and each of them lengthens the trumpet, and therefore the air's journey through it by a different amount. Here's what that sounds like. And then when you combine the valves, you can actually bring the pitch down quite a bit. It turns out that's just enough to connect the open notes, the notes that don't need valves, together in a smooth way, making a full chromatic scale. That's why if you look up the range of the trumpet, you might see this chart. That's a standard representation of the natural notes the trumpet can play, extended lower because of the valves. So why then is famous trumpeter Arturo Sandoval's range this? That's because Sandoval has achieved absolute mastery of the embouchure, or the shape of the lips inside the mouthpiece. Safety first. Playing a brass instrument is like using a water hose. When you tighten the space between your lips, you increase the speed of the air. Just like when you place your thumb on top of a water hose, it increases the speed of the water. Science. That's why Arturo Sandoval can play everything from to. He can manipulate the trumpet so precisely to reach notes far below and far above the standard range of the trumpet. He had such a knowledge of the dark side of the force that he could even keep the ones he cared about from dying. No, wait, I'm thinking of somebody else. But you don't need to be a Jedi or Arturo Sandoval to manipulate the trumpet. With a little bit of practice, you can alter your embouchure to do things that valves could do. Or what a trombone slide could do.
Mr. Austin, okay, I get all that, but how does your trumpet play lower than mine? Can't I just manipulate my embouchure?
Yes, me from the past. It's true that any trumpet player with practice can learn to harness the power of the embouchure and increase their range on the trumpet in either direction, up or down. But it turns out that the notes on the lower end, when you extend your range, don't sound so great, and the pitch is kind of distorted. So that's why my trumpet here has an extended third valve, increasing the length of the instrument, decreasing the lowest frequency, and therefore giving me one note lower than the standard range of the trumpet without having to distort the pitch. Why would I ever need that one extra low note? Well, say I was making a Pokemon cover, and I wanted that epic low octave. Yeah. And if you don't have a range extension like that on your trumpet, you can always try out a flugelhorn, which has some really awesome low notes called pedal tones. Yeah. And if you put a bunch of trumpets and flugelhorns together, you can make a really rich sounding trumpet choir that sounds something like this. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. This one's been over a month in the making. If you liked the video, hit the like button, comment your favorite instrument and why it's trumpet, and share with fellow music enthusiasts. And if you want more cool music, subscribe for more videos.